Hi, John.
Steve, how we doing?
Pretty good. How are you today?
Doing all right.
Good, good. This technology is amazingly efficient, isn't it?
It gets everybody together in a quick time frame, and we don't no travel time for you guys to come down here, which is great. So
Yep, and
makes
we're
it
not breathing on anybody either.
very much so. So it's a safe and efficient way to get meetings done at this point.
Right.
So, and it's now part of everyone's daily lives, it seems like.
And I don't know if I should admit it, but I own some Zoom stock.
Did
It's
you
done
own it?
well.
Did you own it pre or post the pandemic?
Post,
Yeah.
but I think I bought some in like April, and obviously it's gone sky high, more than doubled my money. So, and that's not a lot of money, but I'm happy with it.
Well, that's good at least. So. All right.
All right. Well, looks like I think all 6 of us are on. Is that right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we're good. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. With our October 2020 Board of Education special meeting with the call to order and the roll call. And I will make a motion to adopt the agenda as written.
Second.
Okay, we do have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's 6-0. Okay, on to action item today we have adoption of resolution authorizing the issuance of taxable general obligation refunding bonds with John Regier.
All right, good afternoon. And I almost said good evening because I'm so used to board meetings being in the evening. But good afternoon, John Regier, Director of Finance. In your packet today, we do have we're asking for a passing of a resolution to do a taxable refunding, advance refunding on some of our 2018 RB bonds. At the last Board of Education meeting, I noted that the deal that we had in place for that meeting did fall apart due to market volatility. But our partners at Stifel were able to put together some information and was able to get a deal done on a portion of our bonds that we're looking to refund. At this point, we are refunding right around $38 million worth of principal on our bonds. We do have more that we could refund should the markets stabilize and be able to get a deal done there. What we're looking at right now is a net present value savings of $2.2 million, and the percentage that we're getting off of there is 5.8% savings on it. So that is over what the resolution that was passed back in March, which was anything over 4%, we will get a deal done. So with that, I'll turn that over to Steve Sjogren. He's on our Zoom today to kind of go into the details of it. And then once he's done, we'll ask for action to pass a bond resolution.
Yeah, thank you, John. Thank you, board members and Superintendent Bohatti for the special meeting. We apologize for that. According to our trading desk, it was somewhat imperative. We were ready to market bonds. We got our rating. Your administration did a great job on that, reaffirming our rating with Moody's. And so we were ready to go. The markets, as John said, have been very volatile since the pandemic started back in March. These types of bonds required to be taxable are priced somewhat as a spread to the Treasury bonds. The long Treasury bond has been very volatile in the last 2 weeks, especially. It started out and we were optimistic It was approximately 150, went up almost to 160. And that doesn't sound like a lot. 10 basis points, which a basis point is 1/100th of a percent. On a deal this size, though, every basis point is about $100,000 swing in the savings of the transaction. So that volatility really is dangerous and scary. The markets are very busy. I'm glad we got this deal done last week. Stifel, I'm amazed, we have 83 bond issues on the docket this week alone. Last week, we got this in, the markets cooperated. That long treasury came down for a couple of days on Wednesday and Thursday, and we were able to lock in a transaction. As John said, the present value savings is about $2,252,000, 5.841% of the refunded principal. You may recall that the board agreed previously that if you could save 4% present value, you'd like to do so. And so this is well above that. The gross savings, real dollars, the gross savings, this transaction will reduce future principal and interest payments on these bonds by $3,006,871.41. And so we're pleased with that. We were hopeful as we started out in February, March, that we could refund some of the 4% on this. And at one time before the market fell out of dysfunction with the pandemic, we were looking at doing nearly $100 million, or actually a little over $100 million. But these are the most cost-effective bonds to refund. And as John said, this does not end your opportunity. If markets continue at low interest rates, and if we get a little correction, and we think that could happen, we will monitor the other bonds from 2018 and see if we can come back and achieve at least 4% present value savings on those. But I'm really pleased. The markets are crazy with volume, lots of deals competing for investors. And the average rate of this financing taxable is 2.8842%. So we're pleased with the results. As I said, every day the markets can move both pro and con, and we really caught a good opportunity late last week and locked that in. Your president and clerk have signed the bond purchase agreement. And so to complete that, Gilmore and Bell Bond Counsel has prepared a bond issuance resolution. I think that resolution number is 2020-10-20. And if the board agrees with a vote, the adoption of that resolution, we will complete the transcript, submit that to the Attorney General's office, and our goal, and it's pretty adamant, is to close the issue in little less than 2 weeks from today, or 11/2 of 2020. Our trading desk was adamant. We're always concerned with a major national election effort that the markets may change, may react to however that election happens. And if interest rates pop up, it's unique and rare, but some investors may change their mind and kick them back on us, some of those bonds back on us. So to close this before the election was imperative, and that's why we needed this meeting today and this action so we can go forward and close the transaction. But we're pleased with the result. I hope you are, and I'd stand for any questions that you might have about the transaction.
All right. Thanks for sharing the information with us. I think that's actually excellent news. Were there any questions or comments from the rest of the board here? And
Sounds pretty standard to me, so I'll move to approve it.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes 6-0.
Very good. Thank you very much. We appreciate your confidence and your support. Like I said, we'll go ahead and put together the transcript with bond counsel, submit that, and plan for a transaction, the closing of the transaction 2 weeks from yesterday. I believe that's the 2nd of the month. Latona, you're on the call, I assume?
Yes, sir.
What can we do about signed and sealed paperwork for this transaction so we can get that into the transcript and started? Do we need to come to the district and pick up those signature pages, or what is your plan?
Yes, we'll coordinate with Mr. Regier on that and your offices.
Okay, can we pick those up tomorrow?
That works for my timeline. John, does that work for you? And Mr. Kippenberger, I believe, has a few signature pages on there as well.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, we will, I or Brett will probably plan to come out. You think those will be ready before noon tomorrow? If that works, why we'll plan on having a meeting and picking those up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, with that, I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? All
Aye.
right, 6-0. Okay, thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
John.
Easy.
Thanks, Steve. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye.